Good morning, this is Paula. I'm going to show you the fairly simple technique of binding copy paper into a book cover. I have taken 10 pages of copy paper, and you can use coffee dyed or whatever you wish, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use copy paper. I trimmed it a bit along this side so it will fit. And I've also folded each paper in half. So 10 pages, 10 sheets of copy paper gives me 20 pages folded, and then each side is another 20. So that's 40 pages altogether that you have to decorate with. Now, depending on how many signatures you want, I'm just going to do one for now, but I'm going to go with figure 2 for this size book. And I'm going to mark the book cover and the pages for the pamphlet stitch. And this is, I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but this is how I do it. And I'm going to take the paper and just eyeball it and try to get it roughly the same spot. Then I'm going to take a book that I use just for seam binding to protect the surface or my lap. And I'm going to put the book that I'm going to bind inside this other book just to protect the surface. And then I'm going to take my awl to poke a hole into the paper and the book. Just make sure it's lined up right. If you do them all together, they should be lined up pretty good. Then you take your needle with your binding thread and you start in the middle and go through the hole. Hopefully it will come out the right place. Duh. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that. And then you go to the next hole and do the same thing. Now, I do a little bit different from the way other people do it. Some people go all the way up here and do the third. I like to go through the middle again and bring it around. And then go through the third hole, like so. Check and make sure it's in the right spot. As you gain experience, you'll do a better job. The first time I tried this, I had to take it apart a few times because it was crooked or it just wasn't right. So anyway, what I did was I went through the third hole and then I looped, let me do that again. I looped under the middle so I could tie it. Then you just tie a square knot. I usually do, you want it fairly taut, but you don't want it too tight that it tears the pages. And then snip it. And you have your first signature in your book. Like so. I hope that helps. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll try to come up with something else. Thank you. Bye.